Так, куда ж тебя лепить? Жертва.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Так, бывший агент ФБР. Так. Что, нормально работает сейчас? У меня написано смотрят 0. Сейчас работает или нет? Слышно меня? Ну все. Так. Улики. Блин.
Nope.
Да что ж такое? Ну ты куда его? Не знаю. Куда его ложить? Сюда. Нет. Не сюда. Ну да. Вроде как без... Ну, чуть-чуть там есть, да, из-за интернета, может, хрен его знает. Я офигею, блин. Вроде туда тыкал, нифига. Что за бред какой-то вообще? Да, субтитры читать это трэш. Потому что, блин, озвучка намного лучше.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to...
Не, графика тут хорошая. Мне нравится. Так, используйте досье в обители разума саги, чтобы проследить ход мыслей подозреваемых и жертв. Досье, что за досье? А, все, уехал. Досье, это вот тут у нас, да? Угу. Найтингейл. Пропавший, ритуал убийства. Ага.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
Так, куда нам идти теперь? Куда там надо было идти, блин? К озеру, да, куда? Исследовать берег озера. Так, берег озера.
I'll look around.
Это нам сюда, наверное, да? Походу, да.
Locked. They
Так,
really don't want
закрыто.
people coming in here.
Хорошо. Что за хуйня? Так, тут захуярили что-то. Бля, жопа какая-то, ебать. Денечек у меня. Туда никак, да? Не пройти. А, подожди, карта. Ой, ёб твою мать, не туда. Так, озеро здесь. Озеро, озеро, озеро. А где это озеро ебаное? Ебать, это аж сюда идти. Получается, как я стою по прямкам, да? Чесать сюда, короче. Ничего у нас нет, ничего. Слушай, ну, в принципе, я могу Дискорд скачать, но... Опять же, два этих, это хрень будет. Так, это я уже не туда свернул. Или все правильно, наверное, сюда надо идти сначала. Херня какая-то. Я ж тут был, ё-моё. Чё опять тут? Ага. Так, опять куда идти нам так? Куда
The
идти?
North Side Slasher. But that case was completely different.
Куда-то сюда, короче. Как-то по прямкам надо. А там сейчас скалы, там не пройти. Здесь тоже, да? Блин. Ладно. Надо возвращаться, скорее всего. Сейчас, секунду. А кто второй зритель? Напиши комментарий. Так, Следующий сайт посмотрим. Ага, сюда. А может, второй зритель просто не из России. Вот что-то есть, да? Здесь мы не были. Ага. Ладно. Такс.
I want to walk around for a minute.
Блин, хреново тут разворота нету резкого, как в резике там. Хижина ведьмы. Тут жила ведьма озера Колдран. Будьте осторожны, возможно, ее дух до сих пор здесь обитает. Итак. Опять тропинки. Хрен он знает, куча развилок, как обычно. Вот это вот я вообще не люблю. Ой. Ладно.
I'm gonna go check something
Ох,
out.
хера себе ты резкая. Прям с локтя дверь, нихуя кино. Чайку ставим, что там, да? Понятно, короче, интересно, я так понимаю. Угу. И сейчас два зрителя, да? Я хз, я не вижу просто. Не, оно когда кто-то подсоединяется, да, вижу. А сейчас я не вижу. Так, где ты там у меня написал? Чуть нет, ты ничего не написал. А, да, написал. Ладно, пойдем сюда, да, сначала. Подожди по карте. Да я вообще в тупик сейчас приду, походу, да? А, там получается озеро. Ладненько.
I'll be back in a second.
И туда дорога идет. Да что ж такое? И туда, и туда. Ладно. Жестко. Что тут за? Ага. Туда и туда и туда. Это у нас что? Генеральный магазин. Что за генеральный магазин? Это куда-то вверх меня ведет. Я думаю, туда не стоит, наверное, идти. А хотя... В принципе, можно пройтись. Что-то есть. Вот. Подожди, я тут шел, по-моему, да? Да, я тут был уже, походу. Это не то, значит. Значит, тогда идем назад. Где озеро? Да, бег слабенький, конечно. Ну, не довел мой край, конечно. Носится. Речушка. Ух ты, даже так. Я думал, можно плавать. А тут и ни хрена нету, да? Подожди, а это что? Ага. Что-то есть, да? Боеприпасы. Нормально. Так. Вич-хант. Вич-ведьма. Хват. Ага, хват. Не помню, что такое.
I think I saw something.
Ай-ё,
It'll
сволочь.
only take a minute.
Ну сюда, короче, куда-то идти, я так понимаю. Ну да. Поход, да похуй. Прикольно, да, такой туманчик, красиво. Не, графика обалденная. Черпак ведьмы. Озеро Колдрон. Колдрон.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of Al murder.
Так, ничего важного. Ладно, скипаем. Так, этот туда помчал, да? Блин, ну прогуляюсь еще сюда. Может, что-то есть.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Ни хрена тут вроде нет, да? Опять озеро. Да, оно не будет лагать, что оно будет лагать? Интернет хороший, ну, нормальный. Средней паршивости, конечно. 100 мегабит. Что еще? Так, а что тут у нас написано? Station. Станция какая-то. Ага. Ладно. Ну, там не пройти, там затоплено. Сейчас стрим идет в 1080 60 FPS. Это максималка. На PS4 такого не было. Нет. Так, смотреть. Огороженный
There's a piece
путь.
of paper on the ground.
Из бумаги. Что
Tracks.
там изучить?
Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
И чё? Ага. Что-то нашла.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step.
У вас также двое, да?
Reading
Reading
the
the
words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Ну ты видел, я, короче, этот режим графики ставил. Там 400 FPS, что ли, вообще. Да на компе такая же басня, там я
Someone's
читал
been
тоже.
watching us.
Ну, трофей вылетел. Сейчас трофей.
You were right.
Взять первую страницу
This
рукописи.
is right up my alley. Nightingale
Oh,
came
no.
this way. Either he
Так,
dropped
куда
this
теперь
page,
нам?
or the killers left it for us.
Так.
I should profile Nightingale about
А,
this
подожди,
page.
это же можно ствол, да? Ячейка доступа. Сюда, например. Это патроны, перевязка, печка, коробочка с батарейкой. Это для фонаря, наверное. Так, увеличить максимальный уровень здоровья. Ясно. Браслет с подвесками. Что за браслет с подвесками? Который Логан сделал для матери. Подвески. Ага. Я не знаю, что делал. Даже занять весь разум. Фонарик. Ладно, хрен с ним. Ага, сейчас ствол нельзя взять, да? Ну ладно, ничего страшного. Так, это что высветилось? Ага, досье. И чё? А,
They
вижу.
found a page in the woods. A story about these events.
Да, загадок много, конечно.
Nightingale's role in this.
Ну это хорошо, когда головоломки есть.
Words close to my chest now. Inside. The awful truth. You must
Ты думаешь, из-за Дискорда у меня тут зрители будут? А как так?
In his chest.
Ну хз, сейчас попробуем, не знаю. А что даст это? Сейчас. Так. Дискорд. Установить. Еще вспомнить аккаунт бы. Какой там, блин.
The victim was one of their own.
Коллега
FBI Special
специальный.
Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival.
Не помню
And then
аккаунт
there
еще,
was the
блин.
page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths
Адрес электронной
crumbling beyond
почты и
the
номер
threshold.
телефона.
Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message.
Сложный вопрос.
Someone knew they were here. What they were doing.
Куда ты
Someone
зашел,
playing a
короче?
game with them.
А куда? А, во,
Leading them
все,
on.
правильно зашел.
An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery
Давно я тут
presented
не
to
был,
them,
слушай, почти месяц.
even if they knew
Ну и
it
что
wasn't hurting
делать-то?
them.
Пропущенный звонок. Как мне сделать, чтобы в игре там или как? Я не знаю. Как ты там говорил? У вас есть новые сообщения. Что это такое? Ну что? Голосовая связь подключена. А, все, вижу. Переключить на PlayStation. Сейчас. Алло. Голосовому чату Discord. Ну, я тут. Чего ты молчишь? Тебя, короче, не слышно. Вот сейчас слышу. Сейчас слышу. И что, мы теперь в Ютубе оба будем, что ли? Да? Ну, меня на Ютубе сейчас слышно. На Ютубе меня слышно? Или нет? Кто где играет, ты говоришь? Так как с этой херней совладать-то? О, пожалуйста. А, понятно.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Да, ну, главное, слышно. А тебя слышно на Ютубе, интересно? Блин, подожди, я ж могу включить. Я ж могу включить этот Ютуб. Где он есть? Ты пьяный уже, да? Ты пьяный уже, да? Ты пьяный уже, да? Ну да. А как вообще сделать, чтобы слышно было? Понятно. Следовательно. Зачем? Сейчас.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale.
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one. sound all I can hear. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to
You
who.
made it back.
Don't
Good.
let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here? can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Can't open this with my bare hands. Hello.
So sleepy. Just a few more days. Just a few more days.
Take it easy.
Rest easy, buddy.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Hey there.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Don't know, don't care. How much
I
do you
need
have?
something to cut
Not
this.
enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. Rich. Coffee world.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my, I mean our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
It's a nice looking float for sure. This is my first Deer Fest, so I don't know
Got
what to
any big
expect.
plans for the day? It is the finest entertainment a town like ours has to offer.
Hello. How's it going?
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
I need bolt cutters.
Now, why'd you go and do that? Stomping around like that and scaring the poor little things.
Setter is better. I'm not done here yet.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Can't believe that happened. Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. Don't take your mind off things.
Be around.
The case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Coffin Lake was fenced off.
I'm gonna guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Can't open this with my bare hands. I need something to force this open. I feel bad for these guys. Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree. The cult of the tree. Cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all. This is exactly why I hate small towns.
In town, Ed. You know how touchy these rural types can be.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
Once was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
Found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
That concludes our debate on whether pets should be allowed at this year's bake sale. For those of you just tuning in, you're listening to the Pat Maine Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this darn rain with them? Deerfest is right around the corner, and we're all crossing our fingers for sunshine. So, I reached out to our top meteorologist for a weather update. She never responded, but I have her Uncle Tapio on the line from Watery. Tapio, are you there? Yes. Great. And Tapio, what kind of weather can we expect today? Rain. That definitely seems to be on the menu. How about over the next week? Also rain. Right. Care to elaborate? Any chance the sun will poke out in time for Deerfest? No. Well, Deerfest is coming, rain or shine. And that parade lineup is looking dandy as ever. Yes, I like this parade because they have one float in the shape of a swan. Long neck and everything. A very large swan. Ah, so you're a fan of swans? No.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Okay.
Told you not to keep that thing, Jimmy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. So weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Hi.
A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those two idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
So, we're not being arrested?
We're all good, Ed. You can ease up now.
Hey, you think they serve avocado toast here?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't count on it.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
How can you be so calm?
Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
Murder call. Fuck.
Hmm. We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. I need to know more about the code of the tree if I'm going to shut them down. Doesn't make sense. Nope. That's not right. Hmm. Doesn't look right. Hmm. Nah. These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more. think, Saga. That's it. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Who else to keep this city?
Morning, Sheriff! Looks like you have some guests.
Who else
Ah,
to protect this city
morning, Ted.
from dangers of unsanitary...
Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
They locked up an innocent man. I swear I didn't do anything. They're a lying bunch of bastards. You believe me, right?
No speeding happening here, I see.
Sir, some patience, please.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Jaakko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh wow, you think of everything, and we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
Agent? As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
How are you?
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
I need bolt cutters. I can't get through this. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection, before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give? The body shows signs of being submerged in water, post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide. Also, it's bear season. Bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh, wow. Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine. And I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why, at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere.
Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak.
The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermal.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Keep trying. Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Nine remaining.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light. I need to get into the light. Now. He's coming. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go! Must be locked from the other side. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Oh. See me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go!
from you. Crying secrets from your crystal heart. Save my story, tear every page apart. Inside was when you left your heart. You burn away the shadows, they strike us apart. Follow you to the dark. Follow you to the dark, dark, dark. Follow you to the dark. Follow you to the dark, 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 dark. Follow you to the dark. Follow you to the dark, dark, dark. Follow you to the dark. Follow you to the dark, 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 dark.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that...
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster. Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightingale was, but wasn't a Taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job, he'd be inside, waiting for her.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
Ugh. A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
for you. Calling secrets from your crystal heart. Shape my story, take every page apart. Inside was when you left your heart. We're burning away the shadows that strike us apart. Follow you to the dark. Follow you to the dark, dark, dark. Follow you to the dark. Follow you to the dark, 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 dark. Follow you to the dark. Follow you to the dark, dark, dark. Follow you to the dark. Follow you to the dark, dark,
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide. Also, it's bear season. No, a bear.
Did somebody call for a tour guide?
Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine. And I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions.
That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters.
Oh wow, you think of everything.
And we'll take you anywhere.
Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak.
The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
The heart is gone too. Did the fucker take it with him?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared?
They're a fine pair.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh?
I want
Got
out!
my wits' end with
Something
you.
bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day? No, I don't.
I can't get through this.
Do you have any idea how much paperwork you're causing me? Well, it's a lot.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, KC?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup.
The Bright Falls case? Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
All right, well, that's our time. We'll be right back after this next song by the Rocket.
Hello.
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story. The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. Oh. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
Okay, we're done for now.
What the hell is this?
What'd you find there, Steve?
Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know what. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far. I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
Nah. Doesn't look right. What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. My flashlight. burn the dark stuff away.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap. Is Witch's Ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale. Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well.
The fuse was in place. She found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped inside the witch's hut. Something rushed through her. A presence. Familiar. She couldn't quite place it. Something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light. Saga felt safe. Like nothing could hurt her here. There were objects that stood out to Saga as if the light had manifested them. Pulled them from the darkness. A shift in reality, heavy with hidden meanings. A coffee thermos, a shoebox, a mop and a bucket, a poster on the wall, and in the cabinet, another manuscript page.
I need to find the witch's hut. This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse. This fuse is busted. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though. There's another lunchbox. Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Witch's ladle, towering over Saga, watching her and the witch. The image of the witch in the sign. Nightingale's heart, a cold, dead lump in her hand. Her definition of sanity had changed since she arrived in this town. But she trusted the pages. Was forced to. Saga addressed the witch. She squinted to read the first part of the ritual words. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. The words she had read on the page. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. This was the key. The tree was the threshold.